Ah, that sweet, sweet, nostalgic 8-bit music that we all know and enjoy. It's been a long time since I've heard it. Greetings, viewers. My name is Jay Zareth, and today I am playing Terraria. It has been past a decade now since I last played Terraria, and honestly, I decided to go on a nostalgia trip today to see what has changed since I last played. Just so you're all aware, the last time I played Terraria was all the way back in March 2014, and that was a very, very long time ago. What actually got me into playing Terraria in the first place was none other than a cat. Well, it's no ordinary cat, really. You'd be familiar with this cat if you had a childhood. I'm talking about none other than Stampy Longnose, or Stampy Cat as the community knows him by. I remember watching his Terraria series even after I stopped playing due to school studies. That and his Lovely World series too. But I don't have a computer that can run Minecraft even at its minimum settings, so I'm playing Terraria instead. Now, looking at the character screen, wow. I did not remember all of this being here. Seems like they revamped the entire menu because I remember it all just being sliders and no tabs to switch from. Okay, so, making my character didn't exactly take too long, especially my two choices are looking like a lab doctor or looking like Neo from Wish.com. I would make a Doctor Who joke, but unfortunately I'm not that well versed, and I'm pretty sure none of them wore a blue coat. Even then, it had to be a blue trench coat, so yeah. Well, I'm gonna settle my character now, so once it is, I'm gonna load up and back into nostalgia land we go, shall we? Alright, and we're back in Terraria again. Now, because this is technically my first time playing the game again after 11 years, I don't remember what is new and what is old. All I remember is certain basics. You spawn with 3 items made of copper, a short sword, a pickaxe, and an axe. Well, at least Terraria is making full use of copper instead of just simple decorations, Minecraft. Where's our copper tools at? Anyway, I also remember spawning in with a guide with you, though it seems the interaction menu with him has been revamped as well since you can now ask him for a crafting guide. Well, I'm pretty sure crafting guides have been there ever since, but I don't really remember, so it's whatever. But hey, at least the music hasn't changed at least. Guess if it ain't broke, then there's nothing to fix, I guess. Achievements? Achievements? There's achievements in this game now? How and when did they add those? Well, I guess this is one of the many new things and some of the old things I'm gonna figure out. Well, this includes tree dropping leaves, extra wood, a few coins, and some fruits when cut down. So many new things to discover, and... so... well, guess the songs never change, it seems. Still the silly jumping colors of the rainbow that bother you on a daily basis. So my plan for this is that I want to build a village or a town here in Spawn. I want to build a house for my buddy Jeff, and also build a tavern later down the line where other NPCs can stay for the time being while I make them houses. Which is of course accompanied by overworld music. Very nostalgic ones to be exact. I also found out that you can replace blocks on the ground as long as you have another block to replace it with. Which is very nice, since that's going to be very useful in the future. I also got Jeff a squirrel pet during the building process as well. Totally didn't just trap it there and force it to be his pet or anything. Nope, no sirree. Then, during that nightfall, I remembered just why you shouldn't stay outside in the open. Yep, I remember those floating eyes. They will chase you around and are pretty annoying to deal with unless you can fly. Well, I say fly since I still remember that you can fly with boots of light or something, or like bottles, I don't know. It's been a while. Well, at least in Terraria it's got a lot more things of flying options. Hey, at least the zombies are still somewhat easier to deal with. Well, keyword somewhat. Sure, they take down a few bits of my health, but it's fine. They didn't exactly kill me. Oh, not yet anyway. The rest of the night was spent hanging out with Jeff while killing zombies that wanted to ask for my car's extended warranty. Oh yeah, it also rained halfway into the night, so there's goldfishes walking around and about. So it's very neat, I guess. Eventually, I got an achievement for surviving the night, so hooray for me! Surviving the first night, eh? What is that? What is that? Huh? Oh, I didn't know I was in the new Sharknado film because that would have been nice to know. Oh, I didn't know it was raining sharks today. Well, despite the sharks and the umbrella holding Nazgul, I'm sorry, that is not a Nazgul, my friend. That is a slime, which are bigger than the usual blue slimes, but still, it's a slime. Anyway, I charged onwards to the right side of the map, hoping I could find a cave while I chopped down more trees and replacing them with new ones because we are environmental friendly here. Instead of finding a cave, however, I found the snow biome just as storm music was about to kick it up a notch. However, I was not having fun with the screen shake that the storm was bringing. Yep, it's very annoying. Nevertheless, I continued on to one of my favorite biomes ever, which is obviously snow biome. Now, you might ask yourself, why? Well, it's definitely not because I'm Canadian or anything. I'm not Canadian at all. But it is because it's Christmas there 24/7. Other than that, though, I don't have any other reason why I like the snow biomes. Just that I get snowballs from snow blocks. There's no other reason. Well, especially since I am aware that surviving in the snow is very difficult. Well, after being attacked while harvesting boreal trees here, I soon found a cave that I could finally give me some resources to start off properly. Oh, right, I also remember you can craft ice torches here. That is the only other reason why I like the snow biome a lot. It's also a lot brighter than normal torches too because it's biome generated, or biome? Yeah, it's biome connected, basically. The only issue I have with this is that everything is blue instead of the normal color. So, it sucks, but I'll worry about that when it becomes an issue. Oh, right. This isn't me being a silly dude. This is me being curious how high I could jump before the ice broke. Guess I was standing on thin ice, eh? Anyone? Eh? Yeah, I suck at making puns. I know that one's pre-written too, so could you imagine me making a pun on the fly? I suck at it. Anyway, after getting my stuff back, I decided to explore the caves a bit more during the remainder of day 2, and wouldn't you know it, I found myself some amethyst, one of my favorite gems outside of sapphire. Oh, and some topaz too. Although I'm not really excited for topaz a lot, but still, it is a gemstone. Now, you're probably wondering why am I building so much stairs instead of just using rope and stuff? Well, it's pretty simple. I don't really know. I guess it's just a quirk of mine trying to make the natural terrain look pretty or something along those lines, but eh. Oh yeah, I also found a pressure plate earlier and decided to keep it in my hotbar in case something like this would appear. Just in case any of you are wondering why it's there. Oh, right. And onto the second death of mine at the afternoon of day 3. Also, there's ghosts now if you break your gravestone. I definitely don't remember seeing that. Also, yes, it's day 3 now, because I guess time does fly when you're underground, huh? Nevertheless, after collecting my money and using a recall potion to head back home, I found myself in the rain again. Well, I guess I can't really escape my favorite season. Rain is good for the environment. Waters plants, makes rivers flow, destroys civilizations, floods streets, takes out the Just kidding. Well, as the storm music rains down on Jeff's home and zombies won't stop asking for a non-existent car's warranty, I will take the time to tell you guys to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys really want to. It really helps out. Honestly, quietly sitting down with Jeff as we wait for the storm and night to pass, I started thinking back to when I used to play this game. Back in my family's 2008 900 by 600 size laptop that was running on Windows 7. And it was so broken it was being held together by duct tape, paperclip wire, and a rubber band. I thought back to Stampy's Terraria videos and how much I used to enjoy them as a kid. Okay, time to slaughter some zombies now. I'm both tired and sick of you guys trying to knock on the door of Jeff's apartment. Oh my lord, that is a lot of zombies. Guess the neighbors wanted to give me a neighborly greeting. Let me introduce them to my sword. After killing an entire generation of zombies and stealing their raincoat, and one of my favorite items in the game currently, which is a shackle by the way, I've made myself perhaps my favorite armor in the game so far. Well, vanity-wise at least. The Boreal Wood armor. This thing makes me look like a Viking. Hurrah! Anyway, time to start mining again after I discovered a cave to the west during that zombie horde. Mainly for clay and stone to build the tavern out of since I already have the wood. But I could still use some extra ore to make into ingots. And not long after, I got myself a furnace and an anvil. And after asking Jeff some help on the crafting recipes, I was slightly disappointed to find out that I was only a few pieces shy of getting an amethyst grappling hook, which would definitely help in my mining trips. Oh, oh, hello. When did you appear here? Since when could you make watches? I know things like a grandfather clock can be made, but when could someone make watches? Well, at least I can now tell the time, both during recording and when editing videos like this. Well, after dumping some stuff I wasn't going to need in a cave trip to the chest, I began heading down to the cave west of the budding village. But since I don't want this video to be just about me mining things in Terraria, I also want to talk just how fun this game is and rate it appropriately. The gameplay is pretty simple. It's an open-world sandbox side-scroller game where you can choose to be practical or imaginative. Play this game like your survival depends on it, or play it like it's a casual weekend game that you can play to pass the time and build structures, good or bad. Both adults and kids can enjoy playing this 2011 classic, which was last updated in the late 2020, as a split-screen cooperative game on the couch if you have the console version, or play the game on separate mobile devices and play on Wi-Fi or LAN connection. Or play it with friends on Steam for $5 to $6 or $16 if you want 4 copies rather than 1. Either way, Terraria is very fun and easy to understand. Unless you haven't played video games before, then you'll really start to struggle, especially since you don't have an actual objective to do other than survive, craft, build, and take down bosses that you'll never know how to spawn unless you have an expert. It's easy to get lost in a world that doesn't tell you where to go and what to do. The graphics of this game, despite being 8-bit, have been revamped since I last played it, but it still relatively keeps the same nostalgic vibe to it. Honestly, for a 2011 game, it holds up better than most AAA games nowadays are. Assassin's Creed Shadows is a great example of this. The environment graphics are good, but so is the environmental graphics of Kingdom Come Deliverance in 2018 or Dragon's Dogma in 2012. Like, I've seen Assassin's Creed Unity before, and that game held up better than this. What happened to her face? Why does she look like she's been given plastic surgery? Apologies for the sidetrack. Like I said, the graphics of Terraria still holds up to this day. And while I am playing this game on the slowest settings due to my laptop playing the game on PowerPoint from lagging so much on average settings, it doesn't change the fact that the graphics are still an 8-bit classic. The music for this game is superb. Much like Marvel vs. Capcom music in the arcade machines, this game's 8-bit music fits the theme to a T, as the game itself is an 8-bit side-scroller game. It's not old enough to be warranted as an old or retro classic, but it's old enough to be a nostalgic classic for the kids during the 2000s and 2010s. Just listen to the main menu music. Now tell me that ain't nostalgic. So, apparently I survived an explosion. Nice. What is that? Is that a gnome? After some time down the mines, I decided it was time to surface and start making a tavern using stone bricks. And by nighttime, it was already looking good since the foundations were already set up rather nicely. And by the dawn of the 5th day, the tavern was coming in nice and ready to accept some new customers. All it needs now is some more lighting like candles and some quality of life things. Probably windows or something, but we'll see what we can do, won't we? Well, hello there, good sir. How have you been? What do you have for me today? Seeing Crystalline's wares, I knew that I needed some of them right away. So, it was back into the mine I go. This time to grab some sand to turn into glass. And honestly, I have no idea why. I just wanted to see if glasswares would sell well. Huh? Guess not. Hey, I found out that ale cost 22 copper to sell, so that's nice. Oh, right. I also bought a net to catch some critters like worms, grasshoppers, goldfish, and other stray critters to take care of. Or in the case of goldfishes, sell them because 5 of them nearly made me 50 silver coins richer. Do people still buy goldfish as pets? I wouldn't know, I never had one. I had guppies, but never goldfish. I have no idea why. Day 6 was spent with me trying to expand upon the base and failing to do so, instead ruining the terrain since I was terrible at actually trying to build a significant base, and making a giant hole instead. This actually also extends to day 7, by the way. So yeah, not my proudest moment, but I just didn't want to ruin this any more than it should be ruined. A quick trip down the mine to collect some more stone, spending the night of day 7 trying and failing to fix the giant hole of nothing, before deciding to just call it there for another episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys had fun watching today's video. It was so fun playing the game, while editing is not really that fun. But hey, it's fun regardless. If you guys have feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Feel free to like and subscribe and share with your friends if you want some chill content that would bore you and them to sleep. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy. See you viewers next time. Jaden here, signing off.